LOS40.
I was just thinking about that this week. How long has it been? In my mind, it was like maybe 8 years ago or something. It feels like a long time.
Yes, I remember something like 2011, something like that, maybe.
Wow, so that's, 11 years then? Oh, I'm super excited. I can't believe I've been along for such a long time. For playing for Creamfields is also nice, and to just bring the whole Creamfields there to Chile and to enjoy Latin America and Chile as a country. I'm super excited.
Everybody get your fucking hands up.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's amazing. I'm so happy to be able to go to places again. Almost felt like I had no job for 2 years, and now I can finally work again. And I told my wife, it's almost like I feel like I get my superpowers back, or I can finally perform again. Yes, I think so. But it's interesting because the music scene or the DJ producer scene has become an industry now, where a lot of people want to be part of that, but some people don't take the time to properly learn the skill. Other people can be only interested in DJing and not necessarily in producing, but the other way around. Some producers are only interested in producing and not DJing. And so there's many angles to approach this, and it's interesting because when I started, you didn't have anyone else but you to develop this. So I do often say that, maybe it is a problem, but maybe it can also be a sort of a solution for producers that don't want to DJ, that are scared to be on stage, that don't want to travel, or for DJs that don't know how to produce. And some people are really smart about it, and they just hire teams with people around them, people for social media, obviously people for management, people for the bookings, but then also people for producing. Always new music. I'm currently focusing this year on kind of changing my sound. I will go into more like a house sound, and even on festivals as well. It's currently working really well in the US right now. But I think overall for me it's going back to my old roots, where I want to make music like my old tracks, Leave the World Behind and Break the House Down, where it's more of like a timeless feel. I noticed this because I was making my radio program, my Laidback Luke episode for Tomorrowland Radio, and they wanted a special about myself. And I dove back into my history and I listened to all of my older tracks. And the tracks that for me stood out the most were the ones that had a timeless feeling. And I want to try to get back to that sort of timeless, housey feeling. And this year I will be changing my sound and approach more. And by putting out singles, I hope that at one point the demand becomes that high that I can make another album again. Well, that's an interesting part as well. I do have a couple of big collaborations coming up. For instance, today I was working on a collaboration with Rehab. I recently did a track with Roland Clark on the vocal, which is very nice. I'm working on a track with Jem Cook on the vocal. Some tracks I finished nowadays, my A&R and I will look at each other and we're like, maybe this should just be a Luke solo track. So it's kind of like the last 2 years was all about collaboration. And now this year, maybe you'll see more solo things come up.